Hi YouTube. So I want to make a video because well, I kind of had a day yesterday and today really odd. I've seen things before in the past, but I never seen anything like this, seen or heard. So yesterday, it all started yesterday when I thought my boyfriend from next door came over here, and it was raining, pouring down rain. So I was wondering, well, what? And he's sick with the cold. Hadn't been out of the house in over a week. So I was wondering what's going on. Because my granddaughter was in the bathroom and she heard a creak. Anyway, the leak I had stopped around the rear AC. When she went in there, it had started leaking again. But it only started leaking on one side. And now it's leaking on both again. But so anyway, I heard someone coughing outside the bedroom window when I was in there looking at the leak. So immediately, the only one that's been coughing sick, and the only one that would, Tashala, you're blocking the light. No, you got to get down from there. Okay, that's my granddaughter. Anyway, so I had accused him of getting up on the roof, and, I didn't know what he was doing, and like I said, then I heard coughing outside the bedroom window. So I called him, and I said, was you outside the bedroom window? He said, no. I said, was you on my roof? He said, no. He said, I hadn't been outside all day long. So, anyway, with that being said, I didn't believe him. I accused him of being on the roof. So when the rain slacked up a little bit, I got up there, and I found about a 4-inch crack, which I caulked over. That, unfortunately, wasn't causing the leak, but I know I checked all that, so I couldn't explain how that got there unless somebody had been up there. Okay, so anyway, I had to call today and apologize to him because he wasn't outside the bedroom window coughing. He was not on the roof. And me and my granddaughter was sitting in here, and we kept hearing somebody walking on the roof. Now, mind you, it's pouring rain. It's cold. So I said to Tashala, I said, well, maybe Aunt Alicia's back home, and she's up there trying to do something with the leak. So I put on my coat and shoes, walked outside, walked around the entire camper, and I didn't see anything or anybody on the roof. So my next guess was that it may have been an animal that had gotten, maybe, I don't know, because it's got a cage around the AC. So nothing really shouldn't even be able to get in there. Let me give it a sip of my coffee here. I don't want the coffee getting cold. So nothing shouldn't have been able to get in there, but I thought, well, I'm here and walking on the roof. Nobody's up there. It's got to be an animal. So we looked. There was no animal on the roof either. Nothing. So I thought, okay, well, maybe it's like in between the ceiling and the roof. But it'd have to be pretty heavy to sound like a regular person walking up there. So anyway, on and off, it's went on all day long, sounding like someone's walking on the roof, but there's nobody there. So, y'all, I've been in here, living in this camper for almost 3 months, and Even though when I first moved into the camper and I first bought the camper, I did feel something a little odd back there by the back bedroom. I'd never thought nothing of it, and I've always felt comfortable here. I've never, other than one day I did hear something like drop back there, and I walked back there and I couldn't find nothing that dropped. But other than that, I mean, I've never had no problems here until this weekend. So, what else was it, Tashala, that happened?
Today or yesterday?
Either one that I didn't cover already.
You didn't cover the Mucinex or whatever on the floor.
Oh, the cough syrup.
You didn't cover the lights.
Okay. Anyway, my granddaughter said at 3 in the morning last night, she heard, not heard, well, she heard something walking away from the bathroom, but she says she's seen the bathroom light come on and off. Well, I keep
10 seconds and it stayed on.
Well, I keep the bathroom light on, a little one.
Shower light.
So that when I go in there to go to the bathroom, I ain't got to turn on the big light. So I know that it wasn't me. I know I didn't turn on the light. And she swears up and down that what? Oh. And she swears up and down that the light went on and off.
And then I could hear somebody walking.
And then she heard somebody walking across. Okay. I don't know. I was still up. I didn't see or hear nothing. So, getting back to today, when we kept hearing something on the roof walking, and I'm like, I got really mad. I'm like, nobody better not be on my damn roof. I mean, I put my coat, shoe, I was pissed. I'm like, man, I don't know who it is, but if that's Tracy up there on my roof, I'm going to lose my you-know-what. So, we come inside, and because I told my granddaughter about me hearing the coughing outside the window the day before, she said,
I laid the cough syrup on the counter, joking around, and I was just like, heck, come get it if you're sick. And sure enough, they came and got it, and we found it in the back bedroom all over the carpet.
So anyway, this was a full brand new bottle of cough syrup. And I had only used a little bit for my dog that was sick, because he was coughing. And this was, the one that passed away. So anyway, me and her sitting on the couch, and
we turned around and the cough syrup's not there.
Well, she turned around and the cough syrup wasn't there. So I'm like, Tashala, what did you do with the cough syrup?
And I hadn't moved off the couch. I was right in front of her the entire time on the couch.
So, anyway, I'm thinking she did something with the cough syrup, playing around. So, anyway, it disappeared. We looked all out here.
And in the bathroom.
We looked everywhere except for the back bedroom.
And then she went in there and she found the cough syrup all over the carpet.
I found the cough syrup opened.
And it's a childproof lock.
It's a childproof. Well, they know cough syrup.
Yeah.
Anything like that comes from the pharmacy. It's got a childproof cap on it. I mean, you got to. Sometimes I've got to really work to get those off.
Yeah.
So it was out of the box, the cap off of it. I should have actually recorded it when I first found it. And almost all the cough syrup, except for maybe about this much of it, was still in the bottle. But the bottle's like that, and there was like that much in it. So it's, I've got a runner over the carpet back there because, I steam clean the carpets when I got this thing. So that's good, that I have that runner thing and it didn't get on the carpet. I just steam cleaned. Although my daughter steam cleaned the runner too. So that right there, well, y'all, I'm going to tell you, whew, that kind of worried me.
And we were still saying prayers, and we'd still hear whatever it was walking on the roof.
So then when I saw that, Now, I've never seen anything moved, get throwing, I've seen stuff. I have seen stuff in my time, but never nothing like this. And so I started saying the Our Father. I started praying. I started talking, asking Jesus for help, and God, and
Saint Michael.
the archangels, and Saint Michael, and I was born and raised Catholic and switched over to Christianity, but I still use some of the Catholic prayers. I guess it's just built in me.
Nothing wrong with it. So.
But anyway, right, religion's religion. But so anyway, at that time, my daughter Alicia, I had her on the phone, and she said, "Mom," she said, did you hear something growl?" I'm like, "No." And she said, "Was Tashala playing around again? Did she growl?" I'm like, "No." And I didn't even hear it. And that's when I kind of realized, hey, this isn't good. So I really went to praying. Okay, well, at that time, it seemed like it was no longer in here, but for a long time, something was still walking on the roof. And it scared her so bad, but I told her, I said, "You can't let these things scare you. God will protect you." I know you're only 12, but like I told her, God will protect you. You just have to ask. You have to pray. It can't hurt you as long as you pray and you ask God to protect you. But anyway, y'all, I'm dumbfounded. Like I said, I've heard radios come on by themselves. I've heard water running, and I mean, I've seen a lot of
stuff.
Yeah, like stuff that didn't bother anybody, like playing with my grandkids' toys when they were little,
and pulling covers off me and my cousin.
Stuff like that. I mean, I've had stuff like my mom's house was very haunted. And
Your trailer was haunted.
And it wasn't good. And the mobile home that I had moved from, and I contributed to the land, not the mobile home. There was a graveyard in the backyard. And I think that the guy that sold me that land may have plowed over a few graves. I always felt that. I have caught pictures of stuff in there, and we'll go into that, later on.
Another day.
But, well, at least later on, if nothing else.
Yeah.
But, y'all, I'm going to ask for y'all to pray for protection over my granddaughter, because I'm not so sure that this has anything to do with the camper, or me.
She thinks the spirit might be attached to me, so.
Or like something like a poltergeist, where people have, so much stress, anxiety, that they project these type things.
Definitely me.
And so I'm trying to explain to her, that she needs to protect herself, and she needs to say prayers, and she really needs to be anointed with oil and prayed over. So, like I said, this even scared me. And I don't scare very easy.
No.
And it startled me. But I fight it. I'm not going to let anything scare me to that point. So it's been several hours now, and all's good. So I hope my prayers got rid of it.
Hadn't heard anything walking on the roof, so.
Yeah, we haven't heard. We haven't.
Cough syrup is gone missing anymore, so.
Yeah.
We're open.
Yeah, we haven't heard anything like lately. Say the past few hours anyway. So,
Although we were hearing a buzzing last night.
Well, but that's something different. But Anyway, after me praying, it wasn't in here anymore, but it was still on the roof, and it was still on the roof for a good while. And I just kept praying, and I started reading stuff out of Psalms.
Psalms
And
is a really good chapter.
and so and then we just went on about our business, and like I said, then it had stopped. It's been gone for a few hours now, so but with enough prayers out, girl, you better get at I don't drink after nobody. Boy, oh boy, grandkids. No, I don't drink after nobody.
I want more coffee.
Oh well. But anyway, I'll get back to you in a little while.